Hello again, honky tonks. Excuse the voice again because whatever I had last week has come back with a vengeance, which is nice. So, anyway, it seems like every man, woman, and their pets are having a right go and putting the boot into Keir Starmer. It's very rare to find someone on social media now who sticks up for the guy. After all, how could you when you're an avowed lefty socialist and the guy has quite literally condemned our British pensioners to a frosty death this winter by taking away their fuel allowance? I mean, who the hell can defend that? Even his own side are having a right go at him, and rightly so, for a change. Now, I've already spoken about him giving our taxpayers' money abroad, propping up illegal migrants, etc. But I haven't spoken much about his insane plan to release around 2,000 prisoners to make up room in prisons. Now, I can speak with some authority on this because I worked in the criminal justice system with prisoners for 11 years. And I don't think recent governments have really had an idea what to do with that industry. I remember when the Tories closed down prisons, which they said they couldn't afford to run. And if I remember, they were youth prisons as well, so they had them mix in with the adults, and it was just carnage. And I remember the smoking ban as well. I mean, prisoners are like children. And honestly, seeing some of them being told they weren't allowed to smoke was like seeing a toddler having their favourite toy taken away. You know, grown adults, grown men. It was embarrassing. The thing is, with British prisoners, they know all about their rights, but none. They don't care about your rights whatsoever. Innocent people, they don't give us enough. And there are some pretty dangerous people in prison as well. Now, the majority are people just in the wrong place at the wrong time. They get caught and they're banged up. But there is that percentage in there who are behind bars right now, and they are evil, and they're out to get you. These people are out to kill people and make people's lives a misery, and they should stay behind bars for the rest of their lives, in my opinion. And so when I heard that Keir Starmer was planning on releasing 2,000 of them in order to make up room in prisons, I knew what was coming, and it is coming, folks. It's going to be carnage. Even his chief inspector of prisons has warned him, saying that this move is risky and could create more mayhem in communities, and it will. And some of these people being released, they are violent criminals. These are violent men and women who will just use this as a chance to reoffend, and that's what they do, I promise you. Now, what the Chief Inspector of Prisons has got wrong is when he said that the prisons risk being turned into a revolving door system. Well, it always has been. I guarantee you every prison in the country, in the land, will have the same prisoners coming in and out on a regular basis. Because that's their life. They've institutionalised themselves. They're part of the system. And they will do this until they die. That's what they're like. And then you've got the Justice Secretary, Shabna Mahmood, saying that we inherited a prison system on the point of collapse. This is not a change we wanted to make. It was the only option left on the table because the alternative would have been a total collapse of the criminal justice system. No, it wouldn't. Just build more prisons. Again, the prisons in this country have always been at the point of collapse. They've always been overfilled. I mean, I remember a time, I think it was around 2010, when the prisons were so full that prisoners were sleeping in court cells and police cells. And that happened because the Tories closed down prisons. So what alternative is she talking about? If they've got enough money to prop up illegal migrants and send it abroad to prop up climate alarmism, I mean, we're talking billions here, billions and billions. He's given billions to crazy Ed Miliband for his climate change agenda, and that money could be used to build prisons. I mean, there's not a problem here that Labour can't fix. They've clearly got the money, but they'd rather spend that money elsewhere, instead of keeping our pensioners warm this winter and keeping the British people safe from violent reoffenders whom they are about to release. And besides, there might be rooms in prisons if Keir Starmer didn't keep locking people up for posting social media stuff, which offends the left, Rafa. It's that simple, isn't it? What an utter mess. It is. This country's an utter mess. It's going down the toilet, and Keir Starmer's got his weak socialist hands on the flusher. And I hope there's legal action taken from all this as well. I hope relatives of pensioners who freeze to death taken to court, and I hope that relatives of people who are victims of crime committed by people on this early release scheme also taken to court personally. So I'll ask you lot again. What has he actually done that's benefited the British people since becoming Prime Minister? Answers in the comments. And there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching. And until the next time, Roger Trout.